G'day mates, welcome back to Stellaris Utopia Robotic Revival. We're heading in today. This is the state of the galaxy as of 2223. I suppose that's galactic time, or I don't know, maybe it's based off our homeworld, home time. But either way, we are heading in. Now I'm thinking that we're going to do a bit of a robot push. They take a long time to build, so it's not worth a huge amount of time. Take 30 months, so 2.5 years to actually build one set of robot pops, which is a little bit crap. But can I move robot pops? That's an interesting question. I can resettle them. That will cost me influence, I think. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I can build them on multiple planets then and just resettle them. So I think that may be what I end up doing. Let's just have a quick look at how we're going to do this. If I start building them on every single world, I can resettle them as required. Power is a bit of a problem there, but we can get that sorted by leveling a couple of our things here. Research as well. We need to start bumping up our research a little bit higher. Where kinetics are no use to us just yet. I think we're going to go for... I'm surprised there's no sciencey stuff coming up just yet. We will go for afterburners. Could be handy in the early part until we get something better. But I think I'll go for the ship hull points. If we can find that resource, which we haven't got any at the moment, the food one. So we'll find something eventually, I'm sure. Either way, we're getting there. We are gradually getting there. Let's keep time ticking over. Now, 618, that's probably not enough to take out those alien vessels without too many losses. I need to keep our losses to a low level. Otherwise, these guys will turn on us before we can rebuild. So I'm going to keep the destroyers pumping in fairly regularly. Engineering research, thank you. You're not doing a lot by yourself, so you may as well head back and save us the energy. Who died? The Admiral died. Okay, I thought we had an Admiral there. That's a shame. We do need another Admiral, so it's going to use up a little bit more of our influence. You though, there we go. We got our first dude. You're adaptable, which means you gain experience quicker. You're a bit older than the others, but that's not a huge problem. I still think fire rate might be more useful, but you got a higher skill level, and you're going to live for a lot longer than our current people. Live to 72, whereas the other guys live till 62. So he's the equivalent of a 34-year-old in our current age dudes. So I may actually go for him being a higher level. Let's give our new species a chance. They don't know much. They're ship people. They have steamships back on their homeworld, but we're going to send him out into the wild, so to speak. We have lost, unfortunately, a lot of our military power. Looks like our previous admiral was pretty good. You are all done as well. You can head back. Automatic exploration. I do like that one because it's a pain in the ass just getting all our ships to just go out and send them off in different directions. I never know really what I'm doing. Shield hit points could be handy. Disruptors, takedown. Actually, it could be good with our lasers. 1 or 2 disruptors, but I think plasma is probably more valuable. Sentinel point defense might be the better one to go for though. I do like power on my ships, which was the top one, but I think Sentinel point defense will be the way to go in this particular situation. How are you going in terms of skill? You don't seem to be skilling up at all. I'm worried that these missions don't actually give him any skill, in which case I'm wasting his very, very short life. And we'll have to work on getting somebody else. Go to leaders, can we get better scientists from... No. Can we get generals? Yeah, so we can get these guys. They're making military stuff. They're making admirals. They are making governors, but they are not making any scientists just yet. Anomaly fail risk, that might be kind of handy later. And discovery chance can also be really good. I'm not going to bother with that just yet though. Let's have a quick look at our current researching guys. You're going to live longer, but you are probably going to die soon anyway at 82. You've basically reached your lifespan. So we'll leave you in for a bit longer, but I suspect we'll be changing you out shortly. Nobody else is gaining a bonus in their field either. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'd like to probably start moving people over. So let's start resettling pops here. Let's resettle let's resettle them from this planet, from Skrek to Skrektacular. So we'll want you... Actually, there aren't that many. We haven't cleared that much land yet, have we? Because I can't get the volcano one, which I think we're working on now. So to that end, I'm just going to keep building dudes. Even if they're not in the right spot, I'll just build them on the power, for example. And we'll just gradually tick our way over. I have got an engineering lab though, so I'm going to focus on a bio lab because we're lagging behind that a little bit, and a bit more minerals to keep us going. Just make sure everyone is building robots. You're not building robots, but we've got no more space here to build robots on. You'll be moving shortly. I might build one there. Lajkut is building, and you are building. So we can move them around once we get everything sorted in the near future. In the meantime, probably worthwhile, once I build up some energy, start clearing off these things. Ooh, okay, what do we got here? Okay, we've got something here. It is going to be a primitive industrial age civilization, exactly the same as the previous people. So let's have a quick peek at them. They are charismatic again, intelligent, kind of useful, but it won't be useful for about 40 years. Non-adaptive again, strong. They could make excellent soldier pops, although they are pacifists, so they may not enjoy that very much. But they are desert preference. So to that end, I think I'm going to just ignore it. It'd be great if they were, say, alpine or some kind of cold, and then we would have our main guys being the hot deserty stuff, these guys being the continental wet worlds and the cold worlds as well. But we don't quite have that, unfortunately. While we're here though, I think it might be worthwhile researching a bunch of these and getting them all sorted. I think it'll all work at the same time. Let's see if 1 month ticks over and they all go at the same time. Nope, it doesn't work by the looks of things. Going to tick over. So we've got the Tianki, we've got frequency tuning, not particularly important. You need to get... Orbital hydroponic farms are pretty much useless since the recent food upgrade. Planetary targets, production targets and planetary capital I think is the one to go for here. We'll grab that and we'll throw on another destroyer. Let's throw on 2 destroyers so I don't forget about them and keep building up our fleet. Ancient mining drones. Yeah, let's have a listing post and see if we gain anything from that. Special project complete. Yep, okay. Our warriors salute you. I don't know if this actually makes a difference or not. I think it may just be flavor text. But they're militarists, so if I greet them in a militarist faction, or a militarist way, let's study the space amoeba and find them. Did they get a bonus of some sort? Wait, what is their opinion? Nothing. There are no modifiers at all. Well, normally there's a negative modifier if you're different, so maybe that helps. Maybe that negative modifier was decreased or something. I don't know. But I wonder if we can make friends with these guys. They're militarist and they're warlike as well, so they may be a good counter to these guys near us. They currently have close borders with someone we don't know, but they've got no problem with the Star Realms of Ymir. But if we can use them in a massive battle, it'll be 2 on 2 then, and they could be handy. They're equivalent to us. I'm going to guarantee their independence. We have the influence to spend, and this will allow us to hopefully gain a bit of trust and some happiness, and it may bring them closer to a defensive alliance. There we go, defensive pact. It'll take quite a bit to get to. Neutral attitude minus 50. If we can bring that around, we'll be in a much better situation. Space amoeba. Let's check out the space amoeba as well, and I'd love to see the high value targets. Where are the high value targets? Unfortunately, in some of our other systems over there, it's kind of handy. Interesting way of going about this. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. I think we're just going to keep building up bit by bit. It would be kind of cool though, because I can gain up to 6 research by building a frontier outpost out here. So I think I will build another one out there. Spend even more of our influence, but we're getting into a more manageable gain level now. I mean, we've got so much of it that it is worthwhile to put it to use and make it work for us. Space amoebas, energy credits plus 5%. I'm loving that. Now, continental world. That's interesting. If I can get... Where are you? You're up there. You are doing bugger all researching stuff up there. Chox is not an Alpine world. They're probably going to expand up there shortly anyway. I think you'd be better served by coming over and checking out a start. If we can begin to cut around this direction as well, then
Research complete.
I might find something good out there. Stick one of our continental dudes on it. You can probably go energy weapon damage. I need to take the risk that I can get that. Our engineering is pretty high as well, so we are smashing out that kind of research. You are not doing anything else. If I can resettle you to Spectacular. How do I... Oh, there we go. Just drag you across. Yeah, I'll just dump you there for now. It's only 50 influence. Move you across, and I think I'll start building another one. Now, while I'm here, I need to start clearing this place out. I can't afford it because I need more. I spent it all on the robot. In that case, I may... it doesn't matter, I'll just save up. I need to start clearing the stuff out, and then we can get things moving towards a more useful... Actually, I'm going to need more power. Maybe I should be focusing on power in the near future. In that case, I think prosperity is going to be the one to go for. I do like harmony, I do like discovery. These other ones, a bit average. Harmony though, harmony and discovery might be the way to go. So that makes research, prosperity. It's these three I'll be choosing from. Now, mining stations are cheaper, terraforming is cheaper overall, but that's going to be a long way down. It's the upkeep costs that are useful, and it's also this one here, the energy grid, energy nexus, giving 2 unity. I think that could be a good one. The other one, of course, is technology, and that might be the one to go for. Harmony though increases happiness, end result of consumer goods as well. Little lifespan, kinship, Paradise Dome could be handy. You know what? I think we're going to go for discovery for the time being. We can push on to getting our scientists happier and whatnot. And when it's finished, we gain 10% research speed overall, which will synergize well with our current 10% there. And we'll get them fairly early on. It'll make us quite well prepared. Now I need a mineral processing lab there.
Construction complete.
Set that guy to work, and we should be gaining a big mineral bonus. And that'll allow us to start pumping out, I think, a lot more other stuff. I'm gonna swap you two for the time being. Make this a power production area. And of course you can now level up. Yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking very good. I need a lot more power generation though. And how I'm going to do that is... through... Actually, hang on. We've got a couple of pops here that don't have negatives on them. That's really good. So some of them have worn off the stellar culture shock. That's really good. Must be as they're growing perhaps? No, you're growing, you've got it as well. So some of these guys, for some reason, don't have stellar culture shock. Maybe it wears off earlier for some people. I don't know. That means we can start putting them onto research if we so desire. I think I'm going to... What am I going to do here? I'm going to swap you around up there to make more power for me. Just to keep things ticking over so we can keep clearing away stuff on Spectacular over here. I'd like to level up our power. Any power buildings we've got as well, I think need to be boosted up as much as they can. And while we're at it, I think science is where I'm going to go as well for the rest of it. So, nope, wrong one.
Construction complete.
Get this leveled up, get our science taken care of.
Tile blocker cleared.
I'll give up that food and make it into a unity building instead. Observatory is really helpful. These two can be handy, but I think we're going to go for an observatory simply because it's a rare tech and we're unlikely to get it back for a long time. So if we create a dedicated research world,
Construction complete.
which could be... No, these guys are food farmers. So there, if we colonize them and take them out of it, we could get... I want the observation posts. We could turn them, if we conquered them or brought them into our empire in some way, we could actually
Special project complete.
turn this into a massive research world. And that would be kind of handy.
Construction complete.
Not sure just yet. In the meantime, you don't need the food. You can go down there. And let's just keep building our science stuff up as quickly as we can.
Construction complete.
Like to keep every world busy if possible. So we'll put you over there. And give you something as well. And of course now that we've got more power, I do need to keep clearing this area out. Let's actually build another robot. Once we get enough money, build another robot there. Or better still, can we move one across? Yes, we can, perhaps. Is there any robots not doing anything? No, they're all doing anything, and you are
System
still a little bit away from being finished. So I think what we're going to do is build a... Wait, what are they? Huh. We've got pre-sentience on the planet. That's really cool. We can actually uplift these guys. They are starborn. So they're shit at making minerals, but they can live nearly anywhere. I don't think I necessarily like them very much, but we're going to... Wait, why can I not? Because I've got a spaceport. If I build a spaceport now, then I can start colonizing a start. You, though, can just explore on your own.
complete.
And you, my friend, can explore on your own. Now, unfortunately, we wasted a lot of time doing that. I was hoping that he would get experience by doing all that, but... bunch of Unity, bunch of other stuff. Not hugely valuable. Now, to avoid us going
File blocker clear.
up to 1,000 as well, I think we're going to... What are we going to do? Let's see if we can spend some stuff here. Propaganda broadcasts. You're making 9 of that science, so we'll spend a little bit of time doing Spirit of Science here. And Spectacular, I think we're going to do infrastructure projects. If there's nothing else I want. Yeah, infrastructure projects I think is what we're going to do. I'm going to start building this place up very, very quickly. You need to do nothing particularly valuable here. So I think we will... I'm not sure what we'll do here. I think we will take the defense station just so we can head towards some of the other tech later on.
Research complete.
And what have we got here? Planetary targets, chemical bliss, not very useful. Now this one here is interesting. Let's just go into, just have a quick look at what we can do with this one. So if we go into these guys here and we set their rights, we go to living standards, all these different ones down to non-existent. What does that even mean? I guess it just means we purge them. We not budget for the dead. Blah blah blah. Utopian abundance being the highest normal one you can go to. Chemical bliss though, you can essentially what it does is puts our people into like a drug-induced stupor, makes them completely useless. They can't do anything. They use a huge amount of minerals per pop, and well, what do you do with it? What is the point of it? I imagine you would do it for possibly livestock. You may have a bunch of, like, turn people into like a full matrix style. So you can harvest, you can actually harvest people for food. Where does that happen? Citizenship? No, there's a way to harvest people for food. Maybe we can't do it. Maybe it's purge type, or it's something that we can't do because we don't have the right ethics and traits to do that. But you can actually harvest pops for food, and they produce 3 food per pop, just generic. They don't do anything else. They just turn into essentially little farms, and you can eat all the pops and give them, you know, very crappy conditions. It does piss people off, you know, they're not very happy about it. So I imagine chemical bliss would be one way of doing that to keep their happiness up. The other option is probably when you've just conquered a bunch of people, you're not going to get much food, minerals out of them anyway. So I imagine that is the only other use. Pretty shit thing altogether, so we are not going to research it. It needs to be rebalanced, I think, to really be particularly useful. Now the energy siphon, living state, I think adaptive bureaucracy, which is it's the cheaper version of the top one, we'll grab that and get a little bit more influence out of our factions. But you know what? That is where I'm going to leave this episode. We've gone through quite quickly. We've had a fairly productive episode. We're working on colonizing over here in the start and see if we can do a little bit of... they're still not very happy with us. Not relevant to their interests just yet. We've guaranteed it, but they deal more with whoever it is to their north. But as their borders begin to touch here, I think that they will start to get a bit of border friction, and they may even rival each other at a later date. Although they're authoritarian. Oh, they're xenophobes. That's very helpful. So they should hate each other, and that'll give us the tactical advantage we need to start taking these guys down and assimilating them. But anyway, I've been Blxz. This has been Stellaris Utopia, the Robotic Revival. Take care, guys. Smash that thumbs up button if you do indeed enjoy the content. And as always, take care, and I'll see you around.